Hello and welcome back to a brand new day here on Hutan Pantai here in Farming Simulator 25. And yes, we are now into the month of October here, everyone. And if you look around here, the rice fields over here at least are empty. And well, for that matter, the one over there is empty. The ones over here are empty. And the pea fields are empty as well. And so, yes, between the last episode and this episode, finally finished off all the peas, rice, yeah, that is finally all finished. I think I got everything unloaded here as well if I checked everything properly. So, yes, everything is finally sold, delivered, whatever you might have, everyone. It's been taken in, brought in, emptied, I think. I think I checked all the rice harvesters here. This one is empty as well. Yep. Pea harvester still sitting over here yet. Also empty. And I forget, where was the tractor? Not sure what that tractor's doing. Interesting. I didn't know he was still hired yet. He's probably been sitting there spinning for a while. Why don't we just do that there, bud? Rehire him, let him finish. Actually, this, oh, I was thinking I planted this field. I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't I plant this field? Nope, I guess not. Okay, so good. We did finish planting 8, 9, and 12 here as well. So anyway, now that we're all done with rice, peas and all that good stuff, we're just gonna hire him. We'll just leave him be. We don't need you right at the moment here. We'll just turn you off, and we are gonna start harvesting corn and soybeans here finally. So if we go right to the right screen here, there we go. Those crops are all finally ready to harvest. So we're gonna get our regular combines fired up here, and I don't know about you folks, this is a little bit more my style harvesting here. And we do have some slightly questionable equipment here, I guess, but we'll see if this yellow stuff can actually handle the job or not. And new helmets here, 11. At least the price tag was right. As a reminder, we picked up both of these combines on the used sales market here. And nothing good at the moment. What does this doohickey? Wood chipper, I'm guessing. Machined breaks trunks into wood chips. Yes, it does. Okay. Just a trailer, I guess. Okay, and a nice little Kubota there if you're looking for a Kubota, but I think we're good on that here at the moment. If we were to buy another tractor, I'd probably want a bigger one. So, something at 400, 500, 700 horsepower range. Too bad they don't have the new John Deere's in here, right, everyone? It's a bit of a bummer. Nice John Deere 9RX 830. Speaking of that tractor, I'm still thinking John Deere possibly pulled a fast one on case of that particular tractor there. The rumors were always that John Deere was coming out with a 700 horsepower tractor, right? So, of course, Case comes out with their 700 horsepower tractor, 715. And then when John Deere actually finally announces it, it turns out it's an 800, actually almost 900. I think by the time you get the boost in, there's over 900. It might be over 900 with the boost. I forget exactly. I have to go look at those numbers again, everyone, but like almost a 900 horsepower tractor when you factor in the boost, right? Like, oh my goodness. Okay, combine fired up here. One particular piece of equipment we don't own yet is a grain cart. I don't know if it's worth that's one at this point or not. We'll have to see that one. Security system going here as well. Definitely do 2 headlands. Speaking of 2 headlands, by the way, go back to, actually, no, it's probably not the greatest example. Let's go back to the planter here real quick. I think I have the planter. Oh, I do not have the planter sitting over here. Okay, well, if I had the planter sitting over here, Evan, if you remember in the past, Evan, I'd usually always up the number of headlands to 2 on the planter here. But I think in the past, I don't think that planter, or I should say seeder, actually, I should technically call it a seeder, I guess. I don't think that seeder actually ever listened to that. I'm not sure where the seeder's at either. Where did I leave that off at here? Something sitting over here. Nope, that is not the cedar. So I'm not sure wherever the cedar's at. I'm talking the large cedar there. I'm pretty sure in the past, I think it ignored that 2 headlands. I think it just did 1 here, because this time around, I think it actually did 2 headlands, and if you notice, it did not miss much on this field here this time around. In the past, usually ended up with a lot of missing spots on this field, but this time around, the hired worker, which I guess technically I did the headland myself. Maybe that helped. No. But yeah, not much for missing spots. So I know in the last update here, patch 1.6, they said something about the, they corrected the hired worker listening to settings, it sounded like. So I'm wondering if in the past that was the hired workers just kind of ignored those settings. So even though you set the 3 headlands, hired worker like, no, sure, I'm just gonna do 1 anyway. So I'm just guessing anyway. That's maybe what happened. Anyway, now that the P's are done with them, let's go do a real quick check here on our time-saving stock check here. One thing to keep in mind, Evan, this is actually not showing all the P's that we have. We'll have to check the factories here because we have some P's over in the factories here at the moment. But we got 454,000 liters of P's over in the train station here, so $1.5 million sitting there roughly. And then the rest of our P's are over in the canning factory. I was doing some math on that here between episodes. I think I talked about that. I might have 2 episodes back now, but 2 episodes ago, I was looking at the math for that. Like, you know what, I'm going to have to figure that all off camera there. But yeah, off camera between episodes, I was doing a little math on that. And I'm not real happy on that math. I'm not real happy. So maybe you folks can help me out. Maybe I'm doing the math wrong here. But anyway, going, so again, there's our P's here. Oh, and before I forget, yeah, we do have some canned peas up here as well. $135,000 worth of canned peas. If we go to our factory here, so canned peas, we have another 146,000 liters of peas in the canning factory. I don't know, how much money do we think that is? Yeah, 3,000. Actually, no, 3,400, so we go 3,400. Yeah, what, another 500,000 there, maybe? Probably somewhere in there. Just doing really rough math, then probably somewhere around another 500,000 worth of peas. So we got about $2 million worth of peas, that one. Now, hopefully, by putting them through the canning factory, we'll end up with a little bit more money on that one. Hopefully, anyway. How that goes, but that is the plan there, right? Though, speaking of that plan here, like I said, I was doing some math. So if we go to our time-saving stock check, this is kind of why I like this mod. It kind of shows us the value of everything here. So our P's per 1,000 liters are giving us $3,431, right? Decent amount. Nothing wrong with that, I guess, right? And then our canned peas are giving us 7,787. Whoa, that is like twice what we're getting for the peas, right? That is twice. Well, actually, it's more than twice. But if we go over to our canning factory, this is where I had to do the math. Let's see, where is our peas? Oh, that's right, we got to scroll down. Our peas here, so it takes 100 peas to only make 45 canned peas. So we're reducing the amount by quite a bit. So 100 peas goes down to 45, and I think if we do the math, right, that's 1,000 peas goes down to 450 canned peas. So just kind of keeping the math right. So if I'm doing the math here, and I'm going to do it here live a minute so you folks can correct me if I'm wrong in this math. So 100 divided by 45 gives you a number of 2.222 repeating. I don't know what they call that number. It's a non-rational number, I believe, or something like that. So anyway, 2.22. So, I'm doing the math, right? We're going to stop the comment here real quick because I want to do this math. I'm going back to my time-saving stock check. Our price here for peas is $3,431. So, if I take $3,431 and times it by 2.222 repeating, and I'm not going to put all the 2's in, I'm just going to put a couple 2's. So, 2.22 repeating gives us a value of $7,624. I want to turn your folks' attention to the number that's up here, $7,787. I don't know about you folks. I don't like that number. That is not a good number. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's more. It is more, but it's not much more. We're looking at, I actually have to do the math here, like 150? About $150 more? I don't know about you folks. That's not a good number, in my opinion. That is very much not a good number. Now, I do realize here, actually, if we go over here, it's actually paying a little bit more at the moment, but still, I'm just using the numbers that time-saving stock check is getting us here, and I'm not entirely sure where this gets these numbers from. I don't know exactly, but I'm assuming just base game here, it's probably pulling those numbers, and that is the typical high price to get for. Although, again, like I said, apparently it is a little bit higher at the moment, so still, that definitely bumps it up here by a couple $100 more. But yeah, we're making what, about $150 more per 1,000 liters. Still got nothing wrong with that number of them, but not great in my opinion. I wonder if you factor in that we had to pay $330,000 for that factory. That means we're not going to pay for that factory. That factory's not going to pay for itself. Plus, I'm assuming there's probably an operating expense on this factory. I don't know what. Like, I don't know. Does anyone know? Like, where would I find the operating expense on the factory here? Oh, cost per month. Oh, it's $48 per month. Okay, so then it's costing us. Is that per cycle? Or is that per, I'm wondering if that's per cycle. So every time we make 45 canned peas, it costs us $48? I'm not sure. I have to look at that math. That probably does not make sense. I don't think $40 would be quite a bit of money. Okay, looks like we're almost full here. So yeah, I don't know, you folks, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm doing the math wrong in that, but I think I've got the math correct on that one. So, yeah. I knew I should have done the math on that one before I went and bought that canning factory. I knew I should have done that because, typical. That, I think, was not a good purchase. Although, in fairness, we needed somewhere to put our peas, right? Actually, possibly would have been better off just selling the peas. That's not the tractor I need. Let's see what's here. We do have this one over here. Not sure where my green... Oh, where's the green trailer at? You know what? I think it's actually on the tractor. Well, let me see what's here. Nope, not over here. Okay. I know I was going to haul some peas with it here. Well, let's just tab around. We'll find it here. Oh, there it is right there. Don't think that's where I left that. Has anyone else noticed that, I'm not sure if it's, I'm thinking it's actually probably this green trailer, to be honest, Evan. I don't know if I've noticed this problem with my red trailer. What the heck's going on over here? But yes, I've seen this green trailer do some things, Evan. We might have to reset this here. I think the, oh, you know what? Yeah, I had left this was parked in the shed. I mean, that's probably explains why it probably explains why the planter's floating up in there. I think the tractor's stuck in the house here. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. Let's give it one more quick yank here, and if it doesn't go anywhere, we're gonna have to reset, unfortunately. Nope, don't think we're making any progress here, everyone. We are going to have to reset. Okay. It actually looks like it shows the tractor in the house. Reset, yes, please. And we might as well reset the trailer. Well, that's not the trailer. There's the trailer. Okay. Maybe we should just reset the planter while we're at it, too. But anyway, yeah, I had the tractor hooked up to the trailer. I mean, I was thinking about transporting some more peas down to the canning factory. That was, at least until I did the math, everyone, and I'm like, whoa, I don't know about that math, everyone. I don't know about you folks. I'm not liking that math. I am very, very, very much not liking the math I'm seeing on that one. This is why it always goes to the question I've asked before when it comes to doing animals on this map. Now, don't get me wrong, animals pay well, but if you factor in how much crop you have to give to these animals, Has Giants actually made it so you can actually make money off this, or can you make more money just like selling the crops outright? This was a question I asked back in Farming Simulator 22 a lot. And I do a bad job lining up here. A little further over. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, well, we're over here. Let's maybe get this set up with auto drive as well. So field 36 and 37 here. Looks like that's the 36. Yeah, we're probably going to go with the 36 waypoint here. Oh. We're already set up on that? Okay. I am not sure how that's possible. It's also not saying we have a combine not found. Combine set on this? Nah, it is not. Okay. There we go. Field 36. No driver, same target. It said field 36 here, didn't it? Field 36 tractor weight. Field 36 tractor weight. Missing something here? I'll unload point. That is correct. No driver, same target. Oh, I don't have it turned on. Duh. Don't mind me, Evan. It's early. At least in the game, anyway. Okay. Now we're good. Yeah, now we're good. Okay. There's your problem. You didn't turn it on. Oh, perfect. We can help out these. Okay, anyway, back to Harvest 7, and then we can have auto drive unload. So just got to make sure I remember to put the pipe out a little bit before we're ready to unload. That's always the problem I run into. I always forget to do that. And like, crap. Now we're full. And a reminder again, kind of one of the annoying things about auto drive. Actually, maybe two things. One, you have to make sure you put the pipe out. That is what calls auto drive. Once the auto drive will not come unload you unless the pipe is out. Essentially, put the pipe out is what calls them. And then second off, you have to be in the combine for auto drive to unload you, or a hired worker. You gotta have, like, you can't just leave the combine. Leave the combine and everyone that automatically cancels the call, and auto drive's like, nope, not unloading. So, and unfortunately these days, course play, apparently it's being very course play, will only unload itself. Course play only unloads course play. It used to be back in the past, now when course play would unload you as well. Like, if you run the combine, it would unload you. Hired worker, it would unload a hired worker. Nowadays, nope. I don't know what. Yeah, after doing that math, let me know what you folks think on the peas. What should I do with the peas? Do you think the canning factory was actually a good purchase? Because I'm kind of of the opinion, I've been doing that math, that canning factory was not a good purchase. So just, and let's maybe go back here real quick. I'm real quick. Back to the factory screen here. We have, what, we'll just say 150,000. 150,000 liters of peas in there, right? And I can't do the math better. I think we can take that times 150. So let's say you were making about 100, and we actually got that, and there's two, so I'm not sure where that factors in that one, but let's say we're making $150 more per 1,000 liters than we are just selling peas outright, right? So I think we're 150 times 150, right? Am I doing the math right on that one? I probably am not. Maybe I might be off by a little. 150 times 150. We're going to make an extra $22,000. An extra $22,000. That doesn't factor in the cost of that candy factory again. That candy factory again was $330,000. That was a over $300,000 loss on that one. Plus, we're not factoring in our expenses for running this canning factory, and I don't know. Is there even a way to figure out what the cost on this is? There's our construction cost on this one. Production cost. Ooh, 72. I wonder, is it only, maybe it is only $48 a month for just running it. Doesn't matter how much it makes, as long as it runs, it's $48. That seems a little cheap. Not gonna complain. Okay. That does make the math a little simpler then. That we're not paying like $48 per 1,000 or something like that. That's all that is. That's not too bad. Still again, not great math. That one, like, we'd have to sell an astronomical amount of peas. Now, it does help. According to this here, again, going back to our time-saving stock check, the current price is actually higher than this price, the max price. I find that interesting, but that does obviously help. So that's extra $2,000. Yeah, actually almost $2,000 there. Let's go ahead and just put the bike out here. He's way on top of that field here. Auto drive, that is. And as I've been mentioning here the last couple episodes, I do plan on wrapping this map up after we're done with the harvest here. So another couple episodes, maybe, however long it takes us to harvest corn and the soybeans here. And keep in mind, our goal again is that $4 million harvest. Don't know if we're going to quite get there or not. We're going to be close, Evan. Real quick, you should probably check. We sold $664,000 worth of rice. So $664,000 of rice, that one. On top of the, hard to say exactly, roughly $2 million worth of peas. Maybe a little bit more, maybe $2.25 million worth of peas, that one. So we need to make a little bit more, a little over $1 million off of our corn and soybeans here to reach our $4 million target, I think. Maybe $1.5 million just to be safe. I don't know if we quite have $1.5 million worth of corn and soybeans, though, Evan. Maybe if it was all corn, maybe. Again, as a reminder, unless things have changed, soybeans were always like the worst crop to plant if you wanted to make money. Not saying you shouldn't plant them, I'm just saying they were not a good money maker. Now, auto drive. Gas pedal. Anyone on the right in this case, I think. Or no, is it on the left? Maybe on the left. No, I think it's on the right in this case, isn't it? Yeah, should be a skinny pedal on the right. Or something. I think it's actually a skinny pedal with 8R. I get out and look at one, but yeah, well, if I get out, then the auto drive will cancel the call for the unload, and yeah. Anyway, just a reminder, by the way, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Like, oh, wait, the unloaded here, bud. Okay, time to fill up. All right. I was going to try to unload before we turned around the corner here, but as I was saying about subscribing, don't forget as well, if you like the video, click that thumbs up icon there. Also very much appreciated. Full here. And along with that, too, if you'd like to join us on our multiplayer servers, you can find our multiplayer server information down below. Or as always, you can type in, or no, get into my live stream type thing. I'm going to say on the live stream, you can always type in exclamation point commands there. But not YouTube. Can't quite do that. Well, actually, I think the live stream on YouTube. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, information for that is down below. Again, anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. Come on, auto drive. There we go. Should about fill that trailer up as well. Yeah, pretty close, 86% there. 40,000 liters of corn. There we go. That's why I wanted the green trailer for this as well. The red trailer one would actually have been filled. I think that was a 34 or 36,000. I forget how much that red trailer holds again, but it's not enough to unload the combine twice. Again, that's kind of always like what I like to see. Like I like to be able to load the combine at least twice, right? Like if I can only unload once. I'm like, that's not that great. A big combine like this, you need an equally big trailer, right? Okay, see if we can load up some comments here moments. Seems like you folks had to stay here for last episode. Whoever was saying it, there is a train stop mod that would help you with that sketchy stuff. Yes, doing some sketchy stuff there. Of course, the sketchy stuff, well, we kind of talked about a little bit this episode here. Again, my peas are stored in the grain elevator oven. A couple episodes back there, out of there to bring it to the canning factory. So there's the question then if that was a good idea at this point now. But we took a load out of there, brought it to the canning factory, and of course, again, I don't know why, but Giants made it the only way you can unload that thing is basically from the train, or drive a tractor or a trailer up on the track and unload it too. But option for the time. But yeah, the train stop mod, that would do some sketchy stuff, i.e. driving tractors and trailers up on the train track, which there are elevated train tracks in this case too, right? A little bit of a tight fit too, I might say. Hoover also says, great video as well. Hey, thank you very much for that. We'll appreciate it. Dustin says, good video. Thank you very much for that. I think that might actually be all the comments as of right now. Yeah, again, I'm recording this a little bit earlier than I typically do, i.e. the time you see up there. And that's what I'm recording this video about. The real time in the, the time in the game and the real lifetime is about the same. Actually, yeah, actually 1 minute off. 8:15 versus 8:14 in the game here. Wow, that's for the chances. Oh, you know what it is? It is halftime in the game here. So, speaking of halftime in the game, by the way, I don't know exactly how long it took us to harvest all the peas and the rice, everyone. We harvested that over 2 days in the game. And I know the second day, we ran all the way from, like, I think it was 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm assuming, when I got up from sleeping, all the way till it was dark outside in the game. I didn't actually look at the time, everyone. But that was at halftime. So that has got to have been at least probably 20 hours of harvesting that in-game day. Like, that in-game day was probably 20 hours of harvesting in real life. Anyway, on that note, I think that we better wrap it up again. Thanks for watching. If you folks have any comments or questions, leave them below. And until next time.